Hey guys, what's up? My name's Stephen Dunn. Today I'm going to go over the anatomy of the reformer or the setup of the reformer. So we have a studio reformer. This is by Balanced Bodies, the company. We can go over the parts of it and we'll talk a little bit about how to adjust it in a moment. We have a foot bar right here. We have the gears down here. And we have the springs down here, and we'll talk about them more in a moment. We have the fuzzy loop down here. We have a carriage back and forth. We have the shoulder pads with what we call the pegs on them. The headrest, we have a couple of different options of how it stands up, and I'll go over that in a moment, a little more detail. We have the rope and pulleys, and these are the straps. These are the handles. Box. I'm going to go over and talk about box here. We call this the long box, and we call this setup here the short box. So now, with all of that said, I want to talk a little bit more about the springs and gears and positions of the bar here. So what we have here is the place that the springs attach, and there's multiple options of where it can go. We can go into what we call first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. And the way that we can change gears is by lifting the handle here. And as the handle's lifted up here, you can slide it to each little spot and it'll stop in that sense. And you let it down. If I want to move it back, you do the same thing. So again, this would be second gear. It won't quite reach first gear because of the straps are on where they're positioned. This would be third gear. Most of the positions that I use for most things are going to be in the second and third gear. Now we're going to talk about the springs. We got a yellow spring, that's the lightest. We've got a blue spring, that's the next step up. The red spring is the next step up. We've got two of those. And then the green spring is the heaviest. So from lightest to heaviest. Yellow, we call it the rehab. Medium, a little more medium, and heavy. Okay, so those are the springs. This is, again, the carriage. Let's get the headrest for a moment. So with this headrest, this is the flat position. You can lift it up, and then underneath we have this little wooden bar that connects or swings, and there it's going to be the top position, and here is going to be the middle position. So flat up to this little spot right here, or up to this spot right there. And let's talk about the straps. So if we want to adjust the straps or put the handles on instead of the loops, you just put them on like that. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Handles are more ergonomic for certain things we do with our arms, hands. We would use the straps for our feet. This is what we call the long strap. This is what we call the short strap, and that will be referenced in the different exercises. Now, one of the things you want to make sure of before you use the straps is that they're even in length. So by holding them in this position here, I can pull and see that, yeah, they're pretty even. But let's just say one was uneven. And I come and like, whoa, that's a pretty big difference. We're not going to be exercising like that. So what I do is this is a little toggle piece here. We can lift it, pull it, lift it, pull it. Either way, I'm going to shorten it to where it's the same length as the other one. And now I have it in the little grooves here so it locks into place when I pull it. So now they're level. Again, if I needed to make it a little longer, I can pull it out to do that. If I need to make it a little shorter, I can pull it, make it a little shorter by pulling it this way. And here we go. I got them level. And then we just keep them on the pegs for storage. So next we're going to talk about the jump board. The jump board here goes into a setting down here. We'll talk about that in later videos because jumping is a fairly advanced video that we won't be doing in the first levels. So we'll go through that specifically with those exercises. Okay, that is the anatomy of the reformer. Thanks. We'll see you soon.